Chill. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again. CodingPhase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again. Listen, guys, today we got something special for you guys, right? So today we just gonna chill. It's 420, and we're gonna talk about actually, some of the developers that have came from here, from CodingPhase.com in the community, who recently just launched a brand new application. Okay, now this application is blowing up out there. It's like literally one of the hottest applications when it comes to the edibles, market, the whole industry, right? And I'm super proud to say that this application came from some of the brightest students that we've had, some of the brightest subscribers and supporters that we've had here. And, some of you guys might know them as, DJ New Age, Wolfie, right? If you part of the Discord, if you're part of the community, you know who they are. These guys, they came from the bottom, came from nothing, and made it happen, okay? And I want to introduce you guys to the application that they built just to show you guys what they're capable of doing, on their own, right? Because this is the thing, man. I've been saying this for a while, man. Learning to code is just one phase, right? That's why I call it the coding phase, okay? But there's so many other phases that you're going to go through. You're going to go through the phase of getting a job, working full time, right? Then from there, getting more skills as you continue to grow on your career as a developer. But then at some point, you're going to get that itch, right? And that little itch that you can't scratch. You just scratching and scratching. You're like, what's that itch? The itch of building your own business, building your own platform, building your own software as a service, building your own niche website, building your own application, right? It's going to be a time that you guys are going to get that, okay? And this guys, shout out to them. The story is very simple. The story, they came in, started from here, from the community, right? Wolfie was in the Discord. New Age was a DJ somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, it's like Cincinnati, somewhere in the Midwest, right? And was like, hey, man, come down to Texas. In my company, they're hiring, right? So even here in the community, people network and they get to build things together, right? And at the end of the day, Wolfie moved them down there. I mean, he didn't move them, but he connected them to the company. He moved down there. They were roommates. Now they are actually launching this application, and I'm super proud of them, okay? Because this is exactly what I've been saying, right? Remember when I told you guys years ago, there's going to be a moment where we're going to be 500 strong, or even more. And we're going to look up and we're going to say, how many of you guys are making over 100,000 independently, not from working, independently a year, okay? And everybody's going to raise their hand and going to be like, yeah, I'm part of that, okay? I want you guys to get your jobs. I want you guys to get the skills, right? But at the same time, I'm putting that bug in your ear and allowing you to get that itch of like, you know what? If I could do it for a business, what's the difference for me to do it, right? There isn't, because you're basically getting paid to do the same thing, but this time around you're gonna actually want to even work harder because it's yours, okay? So let me introduce you guys to Weedibles, the app, okay? So let me see if I can share this in the screen. So this is their website. Let me see if I zoom in so it could be nice and big, okay? Basically, you guys can go check it out, weediblesapp.com. And again, we're announcing this application and showing it to you guys because you already know today's 420, so you know what that means, right? So yeah, man, shout out to them creating this application, right? But basically, Weedibles, right? Making delicious edibles has never been easier, right? Are you tired of buying bad edibles? Browse over 10,000 recipes and learn to make edibles from quality recipes. Okay, this is what they're doing. Sometimes, look, man, some of you guys might laugh. Some of you guys might say, what is this, Joe? Right? What is this, a weed app? Right? You might say, what is this, Joe? Right? But sometimes you have to go and create what you know, right? And I always told you guys this, right? Some of you guys go in and be like, well, I want to get into fintech. I want to go in and get into, I don't know, the next Facebook, the next Instagram, the next WhatsApp. Bro, there's things that there's things that is on your surroundings that you can solve a problem to. Shit, if you know somebody who loves to eat edibles and he's like trying to find out the best recipes, create the application for them. That's what they just did, right? If somebody comes in and I'm a bus driver and I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest route for me to pick up all the kids. Let's say I'm working for, the yellow bus, picking up kids, right? And I did that before, but now I'm a developer, right? I can go in and I know that industry. I know what they need. Let me build it. I got the tools. I know how to do this now, right? So this is why I'm super proud of what these guys are doing here, okay? And again, it's a perfect timing. 420. Here you go, kids. For those of you guys who are interested in that, go check it out. Weedibles, all right? As you can see, you could get it on Google Play, App Store, right, for iOS. If I'm not mistaken, this application is built with React Native, okay? There you go. For all you trendy kids that love React, Merge Stack, and the whole shebang, this is what you could do with it, okay? By the way, I love React, right? But yeah, man, this is nice, man. It's a nice landing page. And what's cool about this is that, this kind of separates them from a beginner. Look at the level that they have here, right? Now, I don't know if they built a design themselves, if they hire a designer to do this, right? But when you land on this page, right, this is a professional landing page. This isn't like, hey, guys, I just pulled this thing out of 1998. Nah, they're going in, creating something professional, creating something that people could come in and when a regular user, because right now we're all developers, right? So we could come here and judge this a million ways, right? And criticize it a million ways. But the average user lands on this page and he knows what he's about to get. He's going to get a quality application, right? And everything that you need to know about the application is there. You have quick access to the Play Store. You have quick access to the App Store, okay? Shout out to them, okay? They're doing it the right way, all right? So there you go, popular recipes, okay? Nice animations, potent edibles in the palm of your hand. Never waste a dime. Again, no pun intended. Don't waste a dime, right? Never waste a dime in a subpar edible, okay? Easy, simple, and fun. Never made edibles before. Don't worry, it's literally never been easier to cook. Magic. It's never been easier to cook magic. Damn, bro. Who writing this? Okay? Weedibles take the guessing out of cooking so you can enjoy the process. All right. Okay. I mean, I'm not into weed. I'm not into edibles. I'm not into any of those things. But shoot, that's a market. That's like, Bitcoin, Coinbase. I'm not into that. But you know what? That's a market. There's people that's into that, right? You will never have a bad edible day. Let me guess, you bought edible from a friend, plan your day around it just to find out it was a dud. Yo, this is funny, yo. Let me guess. Let me guess, you bought an edible from a friend, plan your day around it, right? Just to find out it was a dud. Like, with Weedibles, you will never have a bad edible day. Again, calculate doses. Do you want to know exactly how high you'll get based on things like tolerance, weight, metabolism? No problem. Weedibles takes the guesswork out of the dosing, right? Like, shoot, man, they're coming up with something different. Okay, so shout out to them. Make sure you go follow them on Instagram. Make sure you go check them out on Reddit, right? Become part of the community. Join thousands of stoners in the community. Okay. Kyle J, Madison A, Michael T, Trevor Q. This is what the users are saying. I don't know how to cook, but this app made it easy to get started with no experience. Okay. I love all the recipes are high quality, right? Pun intended, and easy to follow. Okay. I made my first edible without burning my kitchen down. Laughing my ass off. 10 out of 10. Trevor Q. It's so easy to control the potent edibles, to control how potent edibles are. I will never miss the dosage again. Okay? It's like a chemist. You know what I mean? It's like an app for a chemist, man. So shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to my boy Tonio. You already know, shout out to my boy Tonio in here. We got a couple of people in here. You already know. creative director of 87 Lux. Okay, shout out to him. He's in here. The squad is in here. Okay, let's put the chat up so people can see what's going on in the future and they can see the chat as it pops up. Let me see what people are saying. Okay, Igor Danilo says, aquí en la casa fumando. Matthew Lee, what's up, Joe? Cam Perry, shout out to Wolfie. Sorry, shout out to Wolfie. What up, Joe? Oscar Reyes says, bro, Tripper says, Joe, aka the debug god, aka just taking my, aka CodingPhase. Kenardo Smith, big up from Jamaica. Shout out to my people in Jamaica. You don't know, you know what I mean? Bumble clock, you know what I mean? Like, don't make me get Jamaican. You know how they call me in the hood, young popcorn. You know what I mean? I'm Popcorn's older cousin. You know what I mean? I'm Movado's nephew. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to my Jamaicans, man. Y'all ain't know I was Elephant Man's little brother. Y'all ain't know that? It's shit. You know what I mean? That's my Jamaican side. You know what I mean? Cam Perry says, really proud of all the dudes. Went from just being a dev to launching an app, creating their own company. Yeah, man, shout out to them. And, you know, we could laugh it off. We could be like, yo, what is this? 420? Is this 420 joke? What is? Nah, this is a real application. Go download it right now, okay? All you have to do is go to the WeediblesApp.com, and right there you have the links. Yo, Tonio, I know you love this shit. So get on Google Play, go to the App Store, download this app. Show some love to some of my subscribers, right? I'm just happy that they're building their brand, they're building their business, right? Either they succeed, they fail. They learn so much from this launch, right? And believe it or not, they already have a pretty solid, solid following just off this application, just from the beta, okay? This is something that you got to go in and like tip your hat to them, because it's hard for you to get customers randomly, but then from there you have people that are waiting on the application, right? So this is like what I tell people all the time, like, yo, stop waiting for somebody else to give you an idea. Look around you. Hey, what do you know, right? Shoot, you a guy that loves cars? Create an application about cars, right? You're a mechanic. You want to know what's the best websites to buy parts for a cheaper price. You could create an application within Shopify so people could go in and buy the parts directly from you, and you buy the parts from the cheap spots. You know what I'm saying? And sell it to them. Now you make a profit. Or you could go in and create that same service and give it to other mechanics, and then now they don't even have to do the guesswork. Now you're facilitating the solution for them. Okay, let me see. Shout out to Richard Doing. He says, hey Joe, I got an interview coming up for a higher position. Do you have any advice, bro? Hey, just do the best that you can. Find out exactly what is it that they use on that company, right? You could either do it through Glassdoor, you could go through different, going through the website, check out similar tech, right? Wappalizer, see what they're using. So when you go to that interview, right, you could do good in the interview, right? Of course, if they're asking for algorithms, you could look at that on Glassdoor. You know what you got to study on, right? But then at the same time, when you go in there, you have something to talk about as far as like their business and what you can provide for them, okay? So do your research, okay? Doing research don't cost you anything. Research is free, okay? Okay, let me see. Fonzarelli says, CodingPhase changes lives if you do it right. Thanks, Joe. Yes, sir. That's what we're here for. I'm just trying to provide my, my piece of the world, try to help out, sprinkle a little something on top of you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Put a little love on that. Let me see. Cam Perry says, we got to do that CodingPhase retreat. Yes, sir. For sure, man. We need to get you in there. We need to get DJ New Age, DJ Norris, Wolfie. We need Ramsey Jordan. We need Tyler Benton in there. We need a couple of the guys in there. Shout out to Alan Bay Walker. multi-billion-dollar niche right here. Yes, sir. Let me see. H2O, somebody said. Let me see. Camp Perry. By the way, Alan Bay Walker is Wolfie. So those of you guys that don't know and wondering like, yo, who is Joe talking about? He's in here in the chat. So shout out to him, man. Let's make him a moderator, man. So when you see Alan in here, show him some love, man. Show him some respect. You know what I mean? Because I love to see my subscribers come in and create their own businesses, create their own ideas, and just get it out there. Get it launched, right? Let me see. There you go. Show some respect. Alan Baker says, I built and designed the page in under 3 hours. Nice. Let me see. Bruce says, what's so special about the date 420? Hey, man, do your research. Shout out to the graphic designer, too. Somebody said, well, I guess Alan made it, right? Wolfie. Let me see. Damn, you already know. I love this live. Yes, sir. Let me see who else is in here. Put something in the air. Coding Poppy said. Alan Bay Walker says, we spend 50% of the time development, 50% into marketing, reach 500,000 Instagram followers, and build a Discord community in that time also. Nice. Joe, you're about that 420 life. Nah, I don't smoke, bro. I don't do any of that. You know what I mean? I don't smoke no weed. At one time, I'm not going to lie. At one time I did, right? But I'm too old for that shit. I'm sorry. I can't. I need my brain to be, on top at all times because I work throughout the whole day. So I can't just be like, yo, be leaning. And you got to say, like, that's just me. Plus, I'm the type of person that I do anything. My day is gone. That's it. Like, I'm done for the whole day. I might be done for 2 or 3 days. So, yeah. Nah, I don't do anything. But let me see. Monthly member here, Joe. Miami, que looking forward to remaking the website you just showed. Leveling up the portfolio. Nice. Let me see. Thank you, Joe, for the highlight. Alan Bay Walker. Why do you keep saying Alan Baker? I might as well call you Alan Baker now, bro. Like, you got an app called Weedibles, right? It's an application about freaking making recipes and sharing recipes, bro. You're Alan Baker now, bro. Change that Alan Bay Walker. Change it to Alan Baker. That's. I guess the bread, I make the bread, and I might make edible too. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, man. 420, man. Let me see. Joseph Morales says, I don't have a smartphone. I only got a sidekick. Yo, man, you bugging. Brad Trippin says, Alabay Walker, sounds like you guys are really putting in the work. Then just the development marketing is just as important. Yep. So this is the thing. You could be the smartest dude. You could create the best application in the world. But if nobody ever finds it and nobody even know you exist, you're irrelevant. Okay? It doesn't matter how much time you put into it. It doesn't matter what you do. If you cannot get users in there, you just wasted your time. Okay? That happens all the time. There's guys who go in, and I see this even through like TechCrunch. You go to TechCrunch and you look at the guys that submit to Y Combinator and all of that, right? There's a lot of companies that fail. They get funding, right? Because there's a lot of dudes that have connections, right? They're poppy mommy kids. They go in, got connections with VC funds them, but oh, it's a great idea. But the truth is that some of these guys might not have the ideas on how to bring an audience in and how to convert a person that is a regular user to now being somebody that's a customer. If you don't know how to do that, then it doesn't matter how big your company is or how much funding you got or how much money people gave you. Like, it doesn't matter because you're not going nowhere if people don't know how to find you and don't really want to mess with your product and whatever it is. Okay. Let me see. Alan Baker says, thank you, man. It was about, I'm just going to keep saying Alan Baker. Alan Baker says, thank you, man. It was about burning that midnight oil. I'm a landlord and have 9 to 5 also. You just gotta carve the time out and go hard. No games. Yes, sir. Okay, solutions, the bag. Yes, sir. There you go. You solve somebody's problem and you're gonna get a bag. Let me see. Thank you, man. It was about read that. Solutions equals the bag. Yeah, we went through that, bro. I just got hired as a developer. Thanks for all the gems, man. Edson, congratulations, man. By the way, guys, if you want to learn how to code, you want to learn how to build, a React application, Shopify application, React Native applications. This is something that I haven't even talked about that much, but all of those courses are there, right? If you go to CodingPhase.com, you have access to all of that, okay? $20 a month, you get access to literally probably about 85% of all the courses that are on the website. There's certain courses that are premium, and the reason why we do that is because those courses are courses that take way longer. Like, let's say the Shopify courses, that took me to create that whole bundle like 6 months, okay? So we can't give that within a regular monthly subscription. You got to go in and say, you know what? I'm going to be with your company, CodingPhase.com, at least 1 year, and then we give you access to that, okay? And that's just because we can't go in there and have people go in, sign up for 1 month, pay, $10 on the 50% off, and then be like, well, I did my course and then I'm out of here. It's like, nah, I'm not going to give 6 months of my life for $10. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is, guys, unfortunately. Let me see. Bro, I just got hired. I'm 18. Can I be a successful developer? Hellboy says, listen, man, sky's the limit, right? There's no limitations to where you could go. Okay. But you got to know your position and where you at to be able to know where you're going to get to. Sometimes people come in and be like, well, I'm here at this position in life, but tomorrow I'm going to become a billionaire. Nah. You got to know where you at, right? Like, it's a different ball game, different path that you got to take. If you go in and you say, okay, well, I'm part of the Kardashians, right? My name is Joe Jenner, right? So my name is Joe Jenner, right? I got access to $50 million. I could go in and ask my dad, hey, Dad, can I borrow $10 million to start my company? I got access to my sister and my stepsister who are super famous, right? Like, their journey to $1 billion is not the same journey as you, who is just a regular dude that just, got $2.50 for the train, right? That's a different journey. So you got to understand where you at to be able to get to where you want to get to. Because if you go in and you live in this la-la land, you'll be like, whoa, I'm going to be able to do this thing and get to the sky. Nah, you got to know exactly where you at so you could plan your way out of it. If you go in and live in this world of like, I could do the same thing that a guy that has resources can do. No, you can't. Like, you can't compare relationships. You can't compare income. You can't compare, fucking having opportunities that's being thrown your way. When you started from the bottom, you have to understand where you at. And you have to admit it to yourself and say, okay, cool, this is where I'm at. I got to work hard and go through all these levels that some other people might not have to go through. So keep that in mind. Just be honest with yourself, and you could always get to wherever you want to get to. But you got to know where you're coming from. Okay? Bro Trippin says, I really like your mechanic. I used it the other day. It definitely solves the problem. I just bought the yearly coding phase. Which video do I start with? Okay, for anybody wondering, where do you start with at codingphase.com? Guys, it's very simple. So codingphase.com has a whole bunch of different career paths, right? I always tell people the first thing that you want to learn is the front end, okay? Because this right here opens the door to every other career path. Without this, without the front end, it's very difficult for you to go into anything else, okay? Right? That's just how it is. This is the truth. So you got to get good with the front end, okay? And just be comfortable. Start with this. If you have no knowledge on where you want to go, start with this. Now, if you find yourself in a position where you're like, yo, I want to get a job right away. I don't want to waste too much time. Like, it might take you 4 months, 5 months to learn JavaScript and get very comfortable with it, okay? So if you're in a position where you say, I need a job right away, then you have this right here, HTML email developer. You could go in and just get started with just HTML, CSS, and there's positions out there that will hire you, okay? Just HTML, CSS. You don't even have to be good with JavaScript. You could learn JavaScript as you're getting paid. You get what I'm saying? So I always tell people, start with this, and then as you know, depending on whatever your situation is, if you say, you know what, I could come in here, I could spend the next 3-4 months and I'll be fine. I'm working full time and I could do the next 3-4 months spending my time, you know, after work, learning the front end, learning the back end. Bro, focus on those things. Now, if you're in a position where you're like looking around, you're like, bro, I only got savings for like the next 2 months and I need a job ASAP, start with HTML email developer. And that's it. It's up to you. Again, I always tell people it depends on your situation. Okay, but regardless of anything, always start with the front end, and then from there, as you start getting better with the front end and you start noticing, okay, I'm more comfortable, branch out to either going to the back end or even the full stack developer. And being a full stack developer is just basically going through the front end courses and going through the back end courses. That's it. Okay, and then from there you go in and you might want to learn some extra languages. Like, let's say, for example, you might go in and you learn the front end and you might say, okay, cool, I'm going to learn Express.js. Okay. And I'm going to learn Node.js. Now, when you do that, cool, you learn that. Now you could go ahead and also jump into something else like either PHP, or you could even jump to Python, or could jump into Ruby, right? You choose. At least you want to have at least 2 languages for the backend that you are comfortable with. I always recommend people to know PHP and Node.js, right? Those are the 2 ones that I always tell people to be comfortable with. Okay, but yeah, that's what's up. If you're just starting, start from there, front end development, man. By the way, for anybody that's looking to learn how to code, guys, on the description I have a link in there. I don't even know what's today's coupon, okay? But if you click in here, you'll see we got a coupon code. Okay, scroll down. Cool, you got 20% off with that link right in the description. You see where it says learn to code? Let me zoom in for you guys, just in case you're a little bit blind. Okay, learn to code, right? Click right there. You got a coupon code. It applies automatically. And then from there, cool, you sign up. You look at whatever it is that you want to do. My advice is always sign up for a subscription. You're going to save more money. Or you could just buy the courses individually. It's up to you. You know, I give you options. Sometimes people say, you're giving me too many options. I don't know where to go. So if you don't know where to go, it's very simple. You could ask Brian, right? Whatever questions you might have. Or you could go in and just sign up for the monthly subscription and start it off from here. Okay, it's only $16. That's it. Okay, in the first 7 days, you'll be like, I don't even know if I want to do this. I don't want to become a developer. Send us an email, codingphase@gmail.com. And hey, this course is not for me. You get a full refund. That's it. You know, and we give you a pat in the back and send you off. You know what I mean? Keep it moving, right? What more can we do for you? You know, but definitely go try it out, man. You're going to enjoy it. The courses are great. A lot of people, as you guys can see, are getting jobs, getting opportunities. All these guys, Alan, you know, DJ New Age, DJ Norris, Tyler Benton, a whole bunch of people, Cam Perry, a whole bunch of guys that's in here, they all came through here, right? At some point, they've gone through CodingPhase.com. So definitely go check it out, man. But yeah, let's go into the chat, man. Let's go into the chat for real, for real. Let me see. Tyler Ben says, damn, I made it to the stream early. Yeah, bro, I'm glad that you're back, Tyler. Ever since you got a job, like, we never see you no more. You start acting Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? This is another thing too, guys. Once you get your job, I understand you're busy, but come through once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes come here, they'll come here every day, but like, damn, Joe, you're the best. I love this channel. This is my favorite channel all time. Soon as they get a job, we never hear from them. Like, dudes is too bougie. They're like, I'm good now. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for your services, Joe. Bro, like, we care about you. We want to know what you're doing. Shout out to your boy Joe, looking extra ashy. I just noticed that right now. I have my arm right here on the edge. Somebody send me some lotion. You know? I just look at my arm like, yo, what the hell is that gray spot? Like, yo, what's going on? Yeah, you already know, bro. This is the realest live stream that you ever gonna be in. Okay. But yeah, man, 420, man. Somebody said, happy 420, Joe. Julio Marina, yo, you want some CBD lotion, Joe? 420 special.